Hello people that know how it's doing today. Many people have requested this, especially recently. Talk about, from 2016 to 2020. Um, so it's going to be a very difficult video for me to talk about experiences I had, I suppose. When I was younger, I suppose, a few years ago. But we fight through it. We fight through the soldier's nation, as they say. So yeah, big changes. As you know, YouTube, let's put it this way, has changed me forever. And that's a really, really good thing. Because back in 2017, I know some people might find this bold, but I just want to talk and I want to raise the point and I want to say to people, you can do it. Anything's possible. And this is what I'm trying to get at here too. That anything's possible. If you want to do anything, go for it. Really, really go for it. And I tell you what, in 2016, 2017, obviously was terrible. Many people would know, many people would understand now. I was terribly depressed. So very suicidal. Nearly committed suicide 2 times in 2016. One time very extremely, extremely close. And to take that I'm here. I'm still here. It's to me it's a miracle. Because back then, everything, even if you asked my friends, they would have said it was hopeless. There was no hope of me ever bouncing back, recovering. Because after my depression, after my suicides and all that, I was completely broken. As a person, I was broken. I was so angry, I suppose, at myself and angry at the world, I suppose you can say. And which is understandable after going through such a traumatic experience. And just felt so alone. And that's the biggest word. I felt so alone in the world. It was very, very difficult. And it didn't help when I met the hospital in Dublin. You had so many, I was in a ward with loads of other young people. And, sadly, some of them are not with us today. But, yeah, sorry. It's just hard. It's hard to take back. And, to take that, they were the same age as me, some of them. And, they're not here. And, they had the whole lives ahead of them. And even said it to some, they had the whole lives ahead of them. But, I was given a second chance. And, as I was saying, I was completely broken. And, throughout when we got discharged from hospital, you hearing reports about, what they're doing to themselves. And it was heartbreaking. But, I started YouTube. I was doing YouTube when I was in the hospital. I was doing gaming. And, at the same time, I was always active in the politics and everything like that. So that's why I started doing YouTube too, because I couldn't bear to see this country go down the drain pipe. I'm not going to lie to people, when I first started YouTube, I could even get videos up and show you. I didn't show my face. This was never a thing. This was never on video, that's the best word to use. I was just blank. It was really just blank. Not you can hear my voice, that's really it. Because at the time, and this, this goes, and I have to say this, I'm not, going to hold back on what I have to say it. Because it's always good to get it out. Never to hold back on what you feel and what was the truth. And not going to lie to you, it was the truth. Because I was afraid. Obviously, I have acne, a bit of acne. And obviously, at the time, I was very, very annoyed with myself, very upset. And that's why for a long time I did, no face or nothing like that. And, for a long time afterwards, for a long, long time, many people, even doctors had said, I probably would never recover. I would never probably bounce back, back to the person I was. Because, because it was that upsetting stuff inside me. And, we just completely felt alone. Like, it honestly couldn't be any worse, the word to use. It was just completely darkness. There was no light at all in, early 2017 and going into 2018. And, yeah, I'm not saying to people, it's very hard for me to talk here about. It's very, very difficult, but I'm pushing myself as far much as I can to push and talk. But, it's a huge change. I'm sure people would agree with me. It's a huge, huge change. And obviously, one day, I completely just didn't care anymore about what people thought of my face and what people had to say about my face. Because I was like, I nearly died and I suffered so much. This is going into 2018. I suffered so much. I suffered for so long. And, it was like two hoots about what anybody cares about my face. So, if they want to laugh at me, let them. Honestly. Just laugh at them for being so pitiful. And that kind of started me, putting my face in the video and all the rest of that. But there was stuff throughout them times that did give me confidence and give me hope. Obviously, good on my friends, so they've done their best. But obviously, they wouldn't experienced, mental health disorders and things like that. Obviously, I would be very experienced in them. If one of my friends were like that, obviously it would be extremely experienced. I would be more experienced than some of the people that are in the HSE. But, I'm not going to lie to people. It was very painful trying to pull myself out of that. But I don't know, and I still to this day, I look at myself and I think I've done extremely well to pull myself out of it. I'm telling people now, it was not easy. It was really, really not easy to pull yourself back up to, do something instead of being so depressed and so down in your luck and so useless. I suppose that's the word to use. So that's what I felt. I said, I'm going to turn my life around. I'm going to do something. And, I did. I put my face in YouTube. That was the first step. And then, everything else really, from there, confidence grew and, I pushed on extremely hard. And obviously started with Tidy Towns and started everything like that. And, boosted my confidence a ton. And, I really impressed doctors, impressed psychologists, because they didn't think I would ever recover. Because that's one of the things about my personality. I'm a very emotional person, when something happens, somebody does something to me, I'm very grief-stricken by it. And, many people probably say I don't care, but, it's really, really a thing to me too. That, you don't know what people are suffering. And it's simple as that. You don't know what people are suffering, because I always tried to show to people, even after my mental health breakdown, that I was strong and I was still able to do things and I was still, I suppose, united with myself. I suppose that's the best word to use, but I was very divided in what I was doing for a long, long time. And obviously, as I said, it was like recovering from the Great Depression in America. It was amazing. It was very amazing. And it was a great achievement. I'm still very proud of myself for what I've done, for pulling myself out and getting myself, to an okay state again, as you can see here now. But, as I said, many people I knew were in the hospital with me, didn't make it. And, that heartbreaks me. Nobody was heartbreak me. I think they're so young and the same age as me. Not here now. Not here. Not here to see today. I suppose, I wanted to just make this video just to say I'm sure people would agree with me, and I'm sure after listening to that, you would agree with me that they have come a long, long way. I have pushed the boundaries wide open, and I've shown, that no matter what life throws at you, if you have determination, if you have courage in yourself, you can break whatever stands in your way. And I say to people, always have hope. Because I, somewhere inside me, had hope that we'd get through this depression, had hope that we'd get through all this negativity in my body, and I did. I got through it. Because at the really the end of at the beginning, I suppose the middle of 2018, I knew myself, I had to pull myself out. No matter what happened, I had to try and make a comeback, I suppose, from this. And I made this spectacularly. Because I'm here, I'm doing YouTube, I'm speaking out and standing up for people, and I'm doing my best at it. And that's something I never thought I would ever do. It just goes to show you that as long as you have faith in yourself, and as long as you have faith in whatever's above, whatever you believe in, you can do it. You can do it. Anybody can do it. And I say to people, don't be afraid. Never fear the fear, as they say. You can only fear change, but change is good. Change is better than the West, as they say. But, yeah, thank you for watching. This is Clive Moore, and bye. And thank you for listening. Thank you so much for listening.